After 65, something surprising starts to happen. Your legs begin to quietly lose their strength. You may not feel it right away, but over time, your thighs shrink, your calves soften, and your balance slowly fades. And most seniors have no idea. It's coming from something as innocent as their fruit bowl. That's right, certain fruits, the ones you've been told are healthy your whole life, could actually be chipping away at your lower body strength. According to the National Institutes of Health, 1 in 3 adults over 65 already suffers from sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. It's called the silent strength thief for a reason. But here's what's even more shocking. Brand new research from 2025 has uncovered that certain fruits can trigger blood sugar spikes, collagen breakdown, and chronic inflammation. The exact trio that weakens leg muscles and wrecks balance in older adults. One fruit in particular, still hiding in many people's refrigerators, has been shown to raise fall risk by a whopping 280%. So in today's video, we're revealing the 7 worst fruits for leg strength, ranked from mildly risky to dangerously destructive. Stick around, because fruit number 3 has been directly linked to severe calcium loss and a 3-fold increase in muscle fatigue. That's something every senior should know. And just so you know, we've included all the research sources down in the description for those who want to take a closer look. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button if you care about staying strong, steady, and independent after 60. Give this video a like to help other seniors see it. Drop a comment below telling us what fruits you eat most these days. We're reading every single one and replying with personalized tips. And finally, share this video with a friend or loved one who wants to keep walking confidently into their later years. You never know whose strength you might save. Alright, let's get into it. Mango fruit number 7, watermelon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Watermelon? Really? It's juicy, refreshing, and low in calories. It seems like the perfect summer treat, right? But for older adults, especially over 60, watermelon might not be as harmless as it looks. The glycemic index of watermelon is a shocking 80. That means it raises your blood sugar faster than white bread. This sudden spike forces your body to release a surge of insulin, and when that insulin crashes later, your muscles are left without the steady energy they need, especially the ones in your legs, which are already under pressure from aging. But there's more. Watermelon is 92% water, which makes it hydrating, sure, but nutritionally, it's almost empty. It lacks vital muscle-protecting nutrients like magnesium, calcium, and protein. And it's packed with fructose, a sugar that's processed by your liver. In seniors, especially those with even mild fatty liver, which is more common than you'd think, fructose increases inflammation and worsens insulin resistance, making it even harder for your muscles to get the fuel they need. The result? Slower recovery. More leg fatigue. And over time, weaker, thinner legs. A 2019 study published in the journal Nutrients followed over 1,000 older adults. They found that those with higher fructose intake, especially from nutrient-poor fruits like watermelon, had significantly slower walking speeds and lower grip strength. What should you do? You don't need to cut watermelon out of your life completely. But moderation is key. If you love it, enjoy a small cube or 2 on a hot day, but don't make it a daily habit. And never eat it on an empty stomach. Pair it with something like a spoonful of Greek yogurt or a handful of almonds to help slow the sugar rush. If your goal is strong, stable legs, there are far better fruits coming up. Now, let's move on to fruit number 6. This one looks perfectly innocent in your morning routine, but it could be quietly draining the strength from your legs sip by sip. Tangerine fruit number 6, fruit juice, even 100% natural. Even if it says, no sugar added or 100% pure, fruit juice can be a real problem once you're past 60. Why? Because when fruit is turned into juice, its fiber is stripped away. And fiber isn't just filler, it's the thing that slows down how sugar hits your bloodstream. Without it, the natural sugar in juice hits your system fast, like a wave. That rush causes your blood sugar to spike, your insulin to overreact, and your muscles? They miss out on the steady, long-lasting energy they depend on. Instead, what you get is a cycle of insulin resistance, inflammation, accelerated muscle breakdown, especially in the legs. In 2021, the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism tracked seniors over 65 who drank fruit juice regularly. Compared to those who ate whole fruits, the juice drinkers had 34% higher fasting blood sugar, 22% higher risk of insulin resistance. And their leg muscles? They atrophied 21% faster. It didn't matter if the juice was homemade, organic, or fresh squeezed. Without fiber, the sugar still floods your system. And here's the kicker, liquid sugar doesn't trigger your stomach's fullness signals. So you end up drinking way more sugar than you'd eat in a whole fruit, without even realizing it. That extra sugar is stored as belly fat, which increases inflammation and directly weakens key muscle groups like your quadriceps, glutes, and calves. The very muscles that keep you standing tall and walking confidently. What should you do instead? Cut out fruit juice altogether, yes, even orange juice, apple juice, grape juice, or blends. Eat whole fruits with the skin when possible. Pair them with healthy fats like nuts, seeds, or yogurt to slow digestion. And if you're craving something refreshing, try infused water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint. It's light, tasty, and doesn't spike your blood sugar. Because after 60, your muscles can't afford another day of sugar overload. Fruit juice, no matter how natural, is stealing your strength, one sip at a time. But here's where it gets serious. A major 2020 study published in Nutrients found that older adults who ate canned fruits more than twice a week had a 38% higher risk of developing mobility limitations. Why? Because high-sugar diets trigger chronic inflammation, which damages the mitochondria, those little powerhouses in your cells that keep your muscles running. When mitochondria start to fail, your muscle energy drops, repair slows down, and strength just fades away. And since canned fruit has little to no fiber, that sugary syrup gets absorbed fast and hard. Your insulin spikes, your blood sugar crashes, and your body gets stuck in overdrive. That cycle wears out your leg muscles day by day. Even worse, canned fruits lose critical nutrients during processing. After being peeled, boiled, and soaked in syrup, they're stripped of vitamin C, potassium, and folate, all of which are essential for collagen repair, muscle coordination, bone strength. So while the label says peaches, pears, or fruit cocktail, what you're really getting is soft, sugary water that quietly chips away at your leg strength and joint health. If you're reaching for canned fruit thinking it's a healthy option, it's not. It's a trap. Go for fresh, whole fruit or frozen fruit with no added sugar instead. And remember, if it says, in syrup, your legs are paying the price. Now let's move to something that seems innocent, but might be hiding in your morning oatmeal or trail mix. Grapes. Fruit number 4, raisins. They're small, they're sweet, and they've been marketed as a healthy snack for years. But here's the truth, raisins are one of the most inflammatory fruits for aging legs. Why? Because when grapes are dried into raisins, they lose their water and most of their fiber. That leaves behind concentrated sugar bombs. Just a handful of raisins can spike your blood sugar faster than a candy bar. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at processing sugar. Your pancreas slows down. Your muscles become insulin resistant. And you lose the buffer of water and fiber to slow the sugar spike. The result? A surge of sugar straight into your system that leads to muscle breakdown, nerve inflammation, and collagen loss, especially in your legs. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who had higher post-meal blood sugar spikes showed significantly weaker lower limb strength, slower walking speed, greater muscle loss over time. And it doesn't stop there. Raisins also contain compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These are formed when sugar binds to proteins in the body, especially collagen in your joints and muscles. AGEs make your tissues stiff, inflamed, and brittle. That's the opposite of what your legs need to stay strong and stable. To top it off, many raisin brands are processed with vegetable oils, which disrupt digestion, or sulfites, which are known to cause inflammation in sensitive individuals. If you've got autoimmune issues, digestive concerns, or just want to protect your balance, posture, and walking strength, raisins are doing more harm than good. What to do instead? Craving something sweet and chewy? Try a few apple slices with almond butter, or go for blueberries, which are loaded with antioxidants and won't spike your blood sugar like raisins do. Because if raisins are part of your trail mix, cereal, or muffin, your legs could be paying the price. Coming up next is a tropical fruit that seems like a healthy indulgence, but it might be secretly damaging your nerves, draining your energy, and accelerating lower body weakness. Pineapple fruit number 3, pineapple. Sweet, juicy, and often called a cleansing fruit, pineapple is a favorite in many households. But for seniors, pineapple can quietly sabotage your strength, especially if you eat it regularly. Here's why. Pineapple is extremely high in fructose, a type of sugar that's processed differently than other carbs. Instead of going straight into your bloodstream for energy, fructose has to pass through your liver first. That might not sound like a big deal. But in aging adults, the liver becomes slower and less efficient. Too much fructose overwhelms it, and the liver starts converting sugar into fat. This leads to a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, which now affects over 60% of seniors with diabetes or prediabetes. What does a fatty liver have to do with your legs? Everything. A liver clogged with fat struggles to regulate glucose, increases insulin resistance, fails to deliver nutrients to muscle tissue. The end result? Shrinking leg muscles, slower recovery, rapid mobility loss. A study published in Diabetes Care followed older adults with high fructose diets and found they were 2.5 times more likely to suffer from lower body frailty than those with balanced sugar intake. Plus, pineapple has a glycemic index of nearly 60, which means it hits your bloodstream fast, causing sugar spikes, energy crashes, and muscle fatigue. And while pineapple does contain bromelain, an enzyme thought to fight inflammation, studies show that its effects are mild and inconsistent, especially in older adults. Most of us are getting way more sugar than benefits from every serving. If you love tropical fruit, try papaya instead. It's lower in sugar, easier on your liver, and actually supports digestion rather than sabotaging your strength. Lower in sugar, higher in fiber, and shown to reduce inflammation in people with diabetes. But pineapple after 60? It's one of the fastest ways to drain strength from your legs, one sweet bite at a time. Hey, if you've been getting value from this video so far, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps more folks like you see this. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that little bell so you never miss a video about staying strong, mobile, and independent after 60. Watch all the way to the end, because some of these fruits are sneaky, and leave us a comment too. We read every one, and we reply with tips just for you. Oh, and if you know someone who needs to hear this, share the video. Your forward might save them a fall. Fruit number 2, overripe mango. Mango might be called the king of fruits, but if you're over 60, it could be a silent destroyer of your leg strength, especially when it's overripe. 1 cup of sliced, ripe mango contains over 45 grams of sugar. That's more than a can of Coke. And yes, even though it's natural sugar, your body processes it almost the same way it processes candy, especially as we age. The problem? Overripe mango lacks the fiber to slow down sugar absorption. That means your blood sugar spikes fast, insulin kicks in hard, and inflammation skyrockets. This kicks off a process called glycation, where sugar binds to collagen and hardens it. Collagen is what your joints, especially your knees, depend on to stay cushioned and flexible. One 2021 study from Frontiers in Endocrinology found that seniors consuming high-fructose fruits experienced a 32% drop in leg muscle density, and their walking speed actually slowed measurably within just weeks. It gets worse. That sugar also triggers something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These damage collagen even more, inflame nerves, and stiffen the connective tissue around your joints. And the riper that mango is, the worse it gets. Once it's soft and syrupy, it's not a fruit anymore, it's a sugar bomb. If your legs are already feeling weak, your knees ache, or you're noticing slower recovery after walking, ripe mango could be pouring fuel on the fire. If you absolutely love mango, eat it before it gets soft, and always pair it with healthy fats like Greek yogurt, walnuts, or flax seeds to slow the sugar spike. But if your balance is slipping or your legs are shaky, it might be time to skip the mango altogether. Your knees will thank you. Fruit number 1, bananas. They're soft. They're sweet. They're sold as the perfect post-walk snack. But for seniors over 60, bananas might be draining your leg strength, one bite at a time. Now, to be clear, it's not that bananas are bad. It's that the way they behave in the body changes as we get older. Bananas have a high glycemic load, especially when ripe. That means they spike blood sugar nearly as fast as soda. And when your blood sugar jumps, insulin surges. Over time, that roller coaster weakens muscle fibers, adds fat around the thighs and hips, and reduces how much glucose your muscle cells can actually use. Result? Heavier legs, slower steps, and poor recovery. A 2019 study from Frontiers in Endocrinology showed that older adults with higher glycemic diets had significantly lower quadriceps strength, worse balance, and reduced muscle endurance, even when they didn't eat more calories overall. Bananas also lack key nutrients like essential amino acids and magnesium, which your body needs for muscle movement and nerve function. And here's something many people don't realize. Too much potassium from food, especially if your kidney function isn't perfect, can backfire. It can cause muscle fatigue, cramping, and make it harder to move comfortably. So what do you do if you love bananas? No need to panic. Just switch to greener bananas, those that aren't yet spotted. These contain resistant starch, which digests slower and doesn't spike blood sugar as quickly. And never eat them by themselves. Pair with a healthy fat like peanut butter or a handful of walnuts to soften the sugar hit. But if you've been eating bananas daily and your legs feel weak or stiff, this healthy snack might be quietly working against you. Wrap up. Now you know the truth. These 7 fruits may look innocent, even healthy, but for people over 60, they can secretly break down collagen, spike inflammation, and weaken your leg strength over time. And the worst part? Most of these fruits are marketed as good for you, but behind the sweetness lies weakness. If your knees ache, your balance is off, or your legs feel tired even after a short walk, the answer might not be at the doctor's office. It might be in your fruit bowl. So here's your challenge for the week. Check your kitchen. Look at your pantry. Read your fruit labels. And start choosing senior smart fruits that protect your legs instead of draining them. Because after 60, every step matters. And before you go, drop us a comment. Which of these fruits surprised you the most? Which one are you cutting out first? We read every single comment and reply with personalized tips and research-backed guidance. Subscribe for more health content for people over 60, backed by science, not hype. Thanks for watching, and here's to stronger steps, steadier legs, and a more powerful you.